Hello everyone, Berserkhead here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. So there was a new piece of DLC released yesterday, the Horse Lords. I've been actually waiting for you for quite a long time, so I wanted to start a new Let's Play playing as one of the new nomadic factions. I mean, I'm gonna keep going with the Norse, reforming the Germanic faith Let's Play, but I'm just gonna add another one in there because I'm really excited about it. So yesterday I was just messing around with the new stuff. The DLC just when they released it, it just wasn't working for like a couple of hours. So I didn't really have a lot of time to mess up with it, but I primarily messed up with like the new portraits and stuff like that. There was a lot of new stuff, so I was trying to learn the new mechanics. So I haven't played it for that long, but I've been watching some videos pre-release and stuff like that. So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. It's just I might fail at one point, but hey, it's fine after all. So let's see here. The faction that I want to play as is this one here. Although Khazaria seems pretty cool, like there are a bunch of cool factions in here, but chances are I might just get devoured by like a bigger faction if I start as like one of the smaller ones. So I'm just gonna get this one. I'm at like the corner of the map. Hopefully nothing horrible is gonna happen. And yeah, so this faction here, which I would read as Uyghur, although I went online and actually I just wanted to do like a little very small research about those people, and it's actually pronounced as Uyghur in English, so that's an interesting thing to know. And we're not gonna play our own main mode just to make sure the game's not gonna crash. I don't usually play our own main mode because the game just crashes a lot and can just ruin your saves and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna create a new ruler. I'm just gonna hit play. And yeah, I just want to like go on, I guess, like a small rant before I start playing. Like when it comes to pronouncing things. Now I'm gonna pronounce this as Uyghur because that's the way it's pronounced in English, and I really get annoyed when I see like people and like other people's comment sections that are like, oh, you're not pronouncing this correctly because like you're not like pronouncing it the right way. Well, I'm speaking English to you, so I'm gonna pronounce things the way I would pronounce them in English. Like I see that as like a very common thing. Like I've been watching like Arumba's videos or like Air of Carthage's videos, and they're like, oh yeah, you have like really bad pronunciation. Well, these guys speak English, so they're gonna pronounce things the way they are pronounced in English, and I don't think you should criticize them for that. It's just you can't expect like an American person to pronounce things like this thing, for example, like the way they would be pronounced in like the original language. It's just not gonna happen. So please don't do it. That's a horrible thing to do. I've been just seeing that quite a lot, and I've been getting sort of annoyed by it. But yeah, anyways, there are a lot of great things at it. The first thing, this button here. Ever since I started playing the game, this has been such a major annoyance for me that this button wasn't there. Now it is, and I'm really, really happy about it. It's just so great. By the way, we're starting as a Zoroastrian heresy, apparently, so that's interesting. Manichaean. So what I'm gonna try and do is maybe convert to like normal Zoroastrian. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, those things are new. So every like no matter what your stewardship is, now you can only have one domain, which is gonna be in your capital. And like I'm just like summarizing the whole like new mechanics, like the way they work for nomadic. So you have manpower and you have population. Manpower, because like you cannot raise troops. Your holdings do not have troops. You cannot raise troops. Well, you can, but anyways, your army is gonna come from retinues, which is basically they're not retinues, but they work the same way as retinues. You can only raise cavalry, and the number of troops that you can raise are like based on your manpower, and your manpower is based on your population, and your population is based on how many empty holdings you have. So you have one holding in your capital, which you can build like a lot of buildings in that increase like different things, obviously, but like you shouldn't have holdings like this, for example. Like this is a new button again, so it just shows you like the type of government. So if you're nomadic, you shouldn't have like feudal holdings, and once you occupy them, you can actually rate them for money and technology. There's another thing, you don't research technology. You gotta either steal it, well, you gotta basically steal it from other people. It's really hard to actually get your tech up, so you gain technology either by raising buildings or you know, fighting battles, or like just stealing technology from like other countries and like special events and stuff like that. You don't generate technology like monthly. So basically, once you conquer something, you should try and raise like all the holdings, so you can get more empty holdings like that. You have different clans as well. That's the thing that I'm the most concerned about, because I don't know, I'm just not used to the whole, I don't like managing my vassals, and those are actually powerful vassals. And so we're in the max number of clans right now. We can have 3 clans, and this here is how much land I should give. I like give out to the other clans. I'm not sure how this works. Like, I know that if I have too much land for myself, like the clan members are not gonna like me. But I'm not sure how much land I can hold for myself yet. I think, I don't know. Maybe it's based on population, because population is really important. These guys actually, this clan here, they actually have more population than I do and more holdings. Um, see how he's got 500 man. Okay, let's start playing now. Let's start playing. Hunting focus, it's great. I love hunting focus. It's just amazing. Let's do get married. Now they've changed the honorary titles. Now they're called minor titles, and you do it from like a separate screen. And they've changed the way the commander system works. So now you can lead troops, your marshal can lead troops, and then you can assign like different commanders from here. Not like any character can lead troops, but now only assigned commanders plus you plus your marshal can lead troops. So that's pretty cool. We have a small faction, so we're not gonna get like great modifiers. This guy's got brave, so a little bit of a modifier. This one has got cruel, morale damage, sure. So these are our commanders. We should give out some of those things for opinion. Of course, I want the clan members to like me, although that's not as important as like the clan sentiment, which is apparently like a new thing. Let's give out a bunch of titles. I can give out 2 more. Those are my vassals. Yeah, there are a bunch of weird things with like the new mechanics and stuff. There are like a bunch of ways to exploit the game apparently, which I guess are going to be balanced out, but as we play we're going to find out some of them. We're all Manichaean. That's interesting. Okay, let's try and find a wife for myself. Now, the way this works is not Gavelkind, which is great because I hate Gavelkind. It's really hard to manage. But right now, like, your son with the most prestige inherits all of your titles. So that's how it works. So you can send your sons like away as mercenaries so they can gain more prestige. I'm a misguided warrior. So let's actually, okay, let's find a wife first. Oh, wow, she's great. She's a siege leader and she's a brilliant strategist. Damn, let's go for her. Getting an alliance with one of the clans, which is cool. So let's unpause here. Go to triple speed for now. What's that? That's piety. I'm not used to, like, it changes like those 2 based on your religion, and I've never played as a Zoroastrian, so you know, I'm not used to that. Let's get the prestige, because prestige is really important, because when you go to the clan screen, their sentiment, which is like the clan's opinion of you, is like based on your prestige. So the more prestige you have, the more they're gonna like you, so that's good. Now, those guys are really powerful, and I can declare feud so I can take some of their stuff, or I should just, okay, let's go to like so this is my territory, and oh, are they like going to war or something? What's going on? Did they go to war already? Something changed there. Okay, whatever. Those guys are calling me to war. I think these are the guys that I've subjugated here. My tributary, which is another new system, so once you conquer like a country, okay, I got a dog, let's name him Faithful, whatever, doesn't really matter. You like, they pay you like a monthly tax, but whenever they're like at war with someone, you're like obliged to help them. So yeah, there are a bunch of things, there are a bunch of new things. And how many troops do we have? We have 500 men. Let's, like, that's the first thing that I should do. I should raise some more troops. And I think light cavalry and horse archers. Okay, let's just get numbers, okay? Let's recruit some troops, and we're gonna go raiding and try and raid those guys here. They shouldn't be too powerful. This guy's got 1k. It's not too bad, but I'm gonna have more than 1k now. Or am I? Is that all that I have? Nah, no, no, no. I'm gonna have more. They're just recruiting because they're like red news. That's how they work. I have a son already, so that's cool. Let's do amass wealth because we're gonna be doing a lot of that. A lot of raiding. Vassal inheritance warning. I'm not sure. Like sometimes, you know, when I was watching like other people play the game, sometimes I would see like clans being like just independent out of nowhere, and I'm not sure how the whole thing works. We can attack this guy for a start. Doesn't seem to be too powerful, but we're already at war with him. And troops are like very precious right now because you know you basically only have red news. So yeah, I think we should go raiding. Juggle looter. Okay, I'll be leading troops. I don't really care. Okay, let's go and raid those guys here and see what's gonna happen. I will go and oh, my wife's been sleeping around. That's not good. How old is my son? He is 4 years old, so soon I'm gonna be able to educate him. Okay. Okay, let's see if he's like she's pregnant with like my baby or like someone else's baby. Okay, I have 1,000 troops now. I think all of my retinue is actually fully replenished now. So let's see here. Let's keep going. In nah, that's I've had this event before. It's like you're not sure whether or not like she's pregnant with like your child, so you're just trying to like do a little investigation basically. But yeah, let's see how many troops those guys have. It's actually got a decent amount of troops, but we're gonna siege his capital real quick. I can actually split my troops so I can raid 2 provinces at the same time. I guess I could do that. Oh wow, it's really hard. Like, okay, we have monthly manpower growth. That's important because again, based on our manpower, we're gonna be able to recruit more troops. Let's split our troops. They've changed this interface, so I'm gonna need some time to get used to it. Wait, how do you do it? Like that? No? How does this work? Huh. Really? Why is it not working? I need 500 troops. Come on. Oh, what the hell? I may look like a complete retard right now, but okay, let's see here. We've got 250 and 750 in this one. Huh. Okay. Wait. Oh, now I can do it because apparently they were moving. Apparently that was the case. I don't see any other explanation. We've got 500 men, but they're not looting for some reason. Okay. Huh. Did we loot this province? They have a lot of men here, so I'm not gonna be able to siege. So I just gotta do like the basic looting, apparently. My clients are starting to like me right now. Those guys are too powerful though. I don't like it. They have much more territory. Okay, let's try and raid those guys. I can raid any province that I border without having to siege them, so that's cool. But I really want to start like waging wars on some of those guys just so I can destroy their holdings afterwards. I think that would be pretty fun. Okay, are we raiding now? We are. Let's go to this province as well. Try and raid it. We're not sieging, although we can siege this thing, and that's good. I forgot about my council. I completely forgot about it. This guy's leading troops, but I gotta make those clans like me, especially those guys. So let's see where their capital's at. Is it this guy? Yeah, I think it's that guy. So let's improve clan sentiment so those guys like me. Let's try and train troops. Oh, manpower growth. That's cool. So we gotta do that because we need more manpower, especially at the start. Let's do research economy tech. That's not really useful. Overseas construction would be cool if we expand and we have like a lot of money from raiding. Right now, not really. Collect tribute. So I can collect more tribute from my tributary here. So let's do that. Scheme in the capital just to make sure. And here, nah. Improve religious relations. Oh well. can only deal with this guy? Huh. Okay, let's just do that, whatever. Okay, so my council's working now. And that's good. I'm paused, so let's keep reading here. I have a daughter. I love the new portraits, by the way. Look really cool. So I can get cruel or kind. Let's try and get kind, because kind's a pretty good trade. Did I get it? No, I didn't. There's a 45% chance. We're not sieging this one, so let's just meet up here and try and siege the whole thing. Although they do have quite a good number of troops here. I might eventually just like devour this tributary here and just make it my own territory. I think it would be more profitable. Although I do gotta start attacking those guys. Like, this guy would be a good target because he doesn't have too many troops. Let's just try and raid his provinces just to make sure he's like even weaker right now. Our income is not great, and I think our clans are like, I don't know, someone's fighting. It's not our clans apparently, because they're gonna show up at like being a war if we do that. If they did that, so we're losing this war. I really couldn't care less. What kind of a war is it? It's a conquest, so they're gonna still exist. They're just like trying to. Wait, who's attacking though? So this guy's attacking apparently. So he's the aggressor. So if he loses, it just loses a bunch of prestige. But yeah, let's siege those guys. Their holdings here just to make sure we like weaken them, and then we're just gonna declare like a conquest war on them. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna see if we can raise some more troops. At this point I really care only about numbers, and I'm not gonna use my prestige, although I could do that. It's actually 10 prestige, seems pretty cool. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And we gotta make sure we have the most troops right now. Not sure about this guy. He's actually got some decent troops. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm new to this whole thing, and my troops are moving really slow. So yeah, I'm gonna need some time to get used to it. Again, I yesterday I just messed around with the whole like portraits and like new traits and just trying to, no new traits, but like just new characters, just like see what traits they have, like the new cultures and stuff like that. That's what I was doing. Okay, I want to educate my son right now. These are all empires, by the way, which is interesting. The Kaganet, because I'm pretty sure Khazaria is, yeah, is an empire as well. Okay, cool. These guys should go up to 250 as well. And we're just gonna siege this guy and hopefully get some money and start upgrading our capital. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. And our capital is gonna be much better if we like build it next to a river or like sea tile, because we're gonna unlock those buildings here. Has trade post, terrain desert. Yeah, but here we have. Yeah, we gotta have a port basically. So, yeah, it's gotta like border some sort of water thing. Let's see which one we're gonna do. Clan sentiment. That's not bad. Fortification. 21 gold, cool. Nomad tax is gregarious, that's great. Light cavalry, defense, nomad tax, all those are great and useful. Morale of armies, population growth, let's do that. Okay, so let's siege this holding as well. And then we're just gonna go back and declare war on this guy and just like conquer his territory. Then we're gonna revoke his saddles. I'm gonna explain how that works too. Because I can revoke titles of my non-nomadic vassals without pissing my nomadic vassals, and I really don't need to have non-nomadic vassals. So I can just revoke all of their titles and seize their stuff, basically. Like get a bunch of money and tech and whatnot. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to this province. Take our troops out of his province here. He's got 2 holdings, which we're gonna be able to loot and like pretty much destroy. And then, yeah, we're gonna keep this province for ourselves. We want to have the good provinces with a lot of tiles, like a lot of empty like holdings for ourselves, because that gives us more population. And more population means more manpower. And more manpower means more troops, which means more power. So, let's declare war, just doing a conquest. declared war, and I'm gonna call in allies because he's got 120 troops. So we're just gonna siege him real quick. He's got no garrison, no levy actually. He's got his garrison, but no levy at all. So it should be a fairly quick war. We just raided him, destroyed all of his stuff, and now we're just gonna declare war on him. So that's cool. I have my generals. Well, wow, I really need a... I can actually... There's a special event where I can promote a commander, but that's gonna cost me prestige and gold. I don't need it at this point, because this is... I don't see myself losing this war at all. So, yeah. And yeah, I really want to take all of this territory for myself, because these are all, like, things that I can pillage and get a bunch of tech and money from it, which seems like a good idea. Plus, they're like a bunch of small independent factions, so they're like really small targets, like really easy targets. Just gonna keep sieging here. Can we... We're actually building right now. Yes, so we gotta keep upgrading our capital constantly. That's the best case scenario. And once we get like any sort of like water resource, we're gonna move our capital. We can move our capital like once every 3 years or 4 years or something like that. Can't really... I'm not very powerful for being a can. And yeah, they like redid the whole mercenary system, so now you have a bunch of small mercenary bands that are like, you know, they don't cost as much money, but they're like significantly smaller, because like nomads can just send like their sons away, which I'm gonna do with my own son. So he's gonna form his own mercenary company, so he's gonna be able to be hired by like different factions, and he's gonna gain prestige and stuff like that. Why do you... Now that's a... I think that's a bug, and I think that should be fixed. I think nomadic factions should be able to just destroy those factions, because they just cause a bunch of problems. Why would you have duchies and kingdoms and empires as a nomadic faction? You're not feudal. Well, why do you care about this stuff? Yeah, I just don't see why nomadic factions should have titles. Because I can still have... If I have more than 2 duchies, I'm still gonna have the... I'm still gonna have the penalty from my vassals. And if I give them a duchy, they're still gonna have the desire for counties within the duchy, which just makes everything really weird. Oh wait, so this guy actually... It said as he lost the war, but he actually gained the county. But yeah, I don't think nomads should really have... Oh nice, they're expanding. Cool, but yeah, they shouldn't have titles, or they should be able to just destroy them for free, because once you like do a subjugation war, like an invasion, it can really cause you a bunch of problems. Let's siege this. I could have assaulted it, but once again, I only have retinues, so it's not really great. I can train more, and I have some gold. Let's actually get some quality troops. Let's get some heavy cav now. It's really cool that I can only have cavalry. I really like the idea. We have more manpower, so as long as we have money, I think we can raise more troops. Yeah, we can do one more for like 25 gold. Or like, let's spend 25 prestige. So I've started to gain some prestige. Right now, I should really try and raise as many troops as possible just to keep myself powerful. We won this war. Now, here's what we're gonna do. So we have insufficient land management, so I should... Really? You want me to give that away? Oh yeah. No. What does it say? You have too many holdings. Okay. We're gonna take care of that. So, I did a conquest war, which means that all those holdings are gonna be mine now. See those 2 holdings? We're gonna do pillage holding. And every 3 months, we can pillage the holding, which is gonna give us... I think it's gonna destroy 4 buildings. And if it's got less than 4 buildings, it's just gonna destroy the whole thing. And yeah, we're just gonna keep this penalty here for a little bit, but every 3 months we're gonna be able to destroy it and get a bunch of money and tech for it. Let's see how we're doing tech wise. We've got 20 culture advances, so that's good. But yeah, let's keep my troops now back in the capital. So yeah, I can have like pretty nasty stuff happen to me, because my vassals are gonna dislike me because I have too many holdings. But once every 3 months, I should be able to pillage those and just destroy them. So that would be cool. Or I can become feudal if I wanted to, which would be really boring since we're playing as a nomadic faction. That would be just really boring right now. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I guess in the first episode I just explained like how the mechanics work and you know what I know about it. Once again, I don't have experience playing the whole thing, but I you know, I've watched a lot of videos and I've read a lot about the new mechanics and stuff. So yeah, not a bunch of progress. We just conquered this one province, although our tributary has been doing pretty well, and I think one of our vassal maybe conquered a county. But yeah, starting to get the grasp of it, and we're gonna keep destroying those things, and hopefully everything's gonna be fine. So far, everything's in control. Nothing really scary. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.